I'm 85 days in, and let me explain something to you. You are crazy until it works. Until it finally, inevitably, all works out. But you knew this from the start. You saw the vision, and you actually said, you know what? Let me go for it. Let me actually chase my dreams. Let me actually chase my potential. Man, how do I do it? I know what I want to do, but how do I even do it? Okay, let me just start. I don't care what anybody says. Let me just start. Oh man, it's kind of difficult. It's kind of hard. Damn, do I even truly have what it takes? Start to ponder in your mind. Do I actually have the unlimited potential that I always dreamed that I could be? Am I actually that person that is capable to do this? Oh wait, I am? Okay. Now, I failed a lot. Now this time around, let me do all the things that the successful version of myself would do. Let me do it with no emotion attached. No, crazy out of reach expectation. Let me just flow like water and get it done. And then your fruition becomes your reality. Everything that you thought about in your head became your reality because once you actually put in the work to what your potential is, and once you come to a bunch of realizations that, wow, it's going to take a lot to actually get to where I want to be, and it's going to take a lot of steps to get there. But you just gotta get started, get that momentum going, and just keep on going no matter what. No matter how you feel, just keep on going. And get better and better and better. Even when things go great, just call it a day and get better tomorrow. Don't get all hung up on your achievements. Don't stand on your high horse because you've achieved a lot now. You gotta just keep it going. You can't get all up in your head and think that, oh, I made it now. Now I can get comfortable. Now I can just, ride the wave. No, that's when you push harder. That's where everyone, gets it all messed up. You had a dream and you put in all your time, effort, energy, you sacrifice everything, and you got there. And now, okay, I got here. I got to my desired goal. I did it. I don't need to try anymore. No, that's when you try harder. Now that you made it to that level, now you gotta start running laps. Start doing things that are just beyond legendary, beyond human. You want people to look back on your life and not comprehend how. How did he do it? How did he actually have the capacity to do it? You want people to wonder. You want people to have this curiosity of just how, man. And there's many people like that. Many examples like that. But before any of that turns into anything, you're going to go through the trials and tribulations of nobody believing in you. Even when you have a bit of proof of concept, a lot of people still will not believe in you. Because they won't see you, even if you're elevating in your finances, they won't see it. They won't see you buying, fancy cars or this or that. Because you're putting your money in the right places. But you're sure, you're doing the right things. You're doing well. But people won't see that. So then they'll just still think that, you're the old person that is so incapable of your dreams. If you can dream it, you can make it happen. if you put in the actual work and effort, nobody actually even tries anymore. Nobody tries. Nobody even tries to think and dream. Everyone's just all caught up in social media and, oh, what is he doing? What is she doing? Let me go watch OnlyFans and subscribe, and let me go watch Twitch for 10 hours a day and just chud out. Let me chud max. That sounds like a magnificent life. Yeah, let me do that. Are you kidding me? God picked your story to follow along with until you pass away. If God is with you, and when I say God, I mean the universe, whatever you believe in that sense, there's some sort of spiritual something to it. Nothing just, happens by coincidence. Everything happens for a reason. And everything happens through you, your own intuition. So if you're God and you're God, and then you kind of forget that you were God, and then you spawn into a human body, and then you live out your whole life as an absolute chud, and you do nothing with it, and then you pass away, and then you remember, oh wait, I'm God. What the fuck was that? That movie sucked. That reality sucked. Like, I had everything in my power to make all of my dreams happen, do all these magnificent things. Before that person was born, I spawned him into this body so that I could do certain things. I spawned him in this certain timeline so that he can do certain things. And then I implanted dreams in their head so that they can act on these things, and they didn't do it. Wow, what a waste. What a waste of time. That's why you feel like God, doesn't pay attention to you, doesn't focus on you, because your story isn't epic. Your story sucks. Like, you're not delusional enough to believe in your dreams and actually go for it. You're not willing to sacrifice everything for your dreams. When you have only one of these lives, and you're going to waste it on just a whole lot of nothingness, a whole lot of just waste your attention and time on things that do not matter, people that do not matter, people that don't even know you. Are we so for real right now? Like, all these humans have the potential to just, you don't got to conquer the world, but you can conquer the world within your mind. You can conquer your own self, you can conquer your own mind. And as long as you do that, as long as you give it your all and truly try, no matter how hard, how many times you fail, you truly try, you truly give it your all, you are something. Even if you don't get there in the end, you are something. You're somebody who tried and truly gave it their all. That is beautiful. That is what it's all about. But usually the people who truly try and truly give it their all, inevitably, unless they pass early for some unfortunate reason, if they truly give it their all, they will get to their desired reality with due time and due effort. You have your dream, you lay it out, you know the plan of execution, and then you don't do it. Why? Why do people do this? Because deep down inside, this is why I didn't do it for a long while. Deep down inside, I had no belief in myself anymore. I pushed myself away from my dreams because of what other people thought of me. Because other people thought that, I wasn't capable enough. So maybe they're right. No, you had to stick to it. And if you failed, it's all right. That's part of the process. That means you tried. So why wouldn't you get back up and try again? That should give you more belief, more willpower to endure. Now, you're at a point where you can endure more. That's fucking awesome. That's fucking awesome. That's fucking epic. You can endure more shit in order to get to your goals. You know, not many things faze you anymore. Now you can actually push ahead where you would get all, pushed back and startled and, get all afraid and scared. No, now you just push ahead. Now you don't even think. Now you don't overthink anything. You just take action. Stop thinking so much and just take action for once in your fucking life. You know the plan. You know what you have to do. So start getting it done. Just start now. There's no perfect time that you have to wait for. Not at all. There's no perfect time that's going to come. The perfect time is now. The perfect opportunity is now. The perfect, person to do this is you. You are the only answer. You are the only thing that you ever needed to move forward within your life. It doesn't matter where you came from. It doesn't matter your circumstances. If somebody has done it from a worse position and became great, why can't you? You have the same amount of time in the day. You're also a human. You may have to do a lot more things in the beginning stages, but that'll build your character. That should fire you the fuck up. It shouldn't push you away. It shouldn't, put you down because you gotta wash dishes for, 5 years of your life. You may have a long life here. You may be here 70, 80, 90 years. So to put away 5 years of your life, but it will get you so much farther ahead, but you won't buckle down and do it. You'd rather just, go back to your little vices, start vaping again, start, getting on that bad diet, have no mental clarity, have no mental fortitude, not even think straight, not even think at all. You're going to be stomped out by everybody else, by the world. You know why all these millionaires, billionaires, the government in general, they don't care about you? You know why? Because a lot of them have been in your very position before. And the only reason they got to where they were was because they realized no one's going to do it for them. And they got their shit the fuck together. So they're going to look at you as, you can get it done too. I came from a way worse background than you, and I became a billionaire. They're going to look at you like a fucking loser because you have a loser mindset. You have a losing mentality. So why would they try to help you out if you have no potential in the first place? Most people truly have no potential. Like, genuinely. They give up. They give up in their 20s. They just start, having families and stuff because it feels good. They just do whatever feels good. They don't think. They don't do anything of value to actually, push ahead. Most people suck. So, you're going to, if you're that kind of person, you're going to feel like the world is against you. Because it is. And the thing is, it is very fair. It is very fair of how you're treated, how the world treats you based on your circumstances, because you can change that. That is on you. That is up to you. Now, if you're a lot younger, then yeah, it's going to feel a lot more unfair. But if you've had time within this world and you still complain, still bitch and moan like a pussy, then you have no right to complain. The fuck are you complaining for? That's that losing mentality that, people try to just branch off of. Along this journey, I've gotten rid of so many just people in my life in general. Not real significant people, but people in general, people that I work with, I won't even have a conversation with anymore that I used to in the past. They come to me with all this negative shit, try to put me in a negative state of mind. Not anymore. I'm just so hyper focused all the time on that rendition of the future version of me, because it is me already. This is what I truly believe. It's because I see the vision and I'm putting in the work behind the vision. And that is, it's a self-fulfilling thing, because that's going to give you significantly more belief, which is going to push you further, which is actually going to get you the results. And then the results will make you believe even more. So then you just keep on going, as long as you could keep that momentum and understand, I just got to keep this going now. That's it. That's why when, people become millionaires, it's a lot easier to, make the next couple millions. Because they have that proof of concept. They already did it. They know they can do it. They have that belief. They have the proof of concept. So now it's much, much easier. They know they can do it again. So then they do. They realize that, it was all just up to me. All right, let's do it again. And then boom. Because they have more belief. So you have to delusionally believe in the very beginning stages that you can make a change, make a difference. And that is going to take a bit of time, and consistency. You're being tested. Can you truly be consistent? Can you truly say what you say you're going to do? Can you truly do what you say you're going to do? Or are you just a bullshitter? Because for a lot of time, for me, I've been a bullshitter, for sure. I wasn't giving it my all when I told myself I would. But now I am. And now that I am, everything just aligns, everything comes into fruition. And semen retention is really like a great pillar within this journey. My physical fitness as well. Those two pillars just are carrying me forward and making sure that I'm just consistent and on point with everything in my life. I sleep pretty much 3 hours a night. Maybe I'll catch up once a week. Once a week I'll have, good 6-7 hours of sleep. But most nights I sleep for 4 hours. I wake up, some days I'm not, completely fired up off the wake up. But I'll wake up and I'll immediately just start thinking, I'm great, I'm this, I'm that, all positive things. Reinforce my mind for the day and then get my day started. And just go at it. Attack the day and devour it. And now that's just part of my routine. Like just becoming who I was always meant to be. Like day by day. It starts on just a daily basis of wanting to change and then actually changing. And then you change a little bit more every single day. And then you fully just transform. One day you just kind of look back and you're like, damn, I came a long way. But it's because you made that first decision to change and you actually stuck with it. When is it going to be, the last time that you change? How many times are you going to say, I'm going to make this change? This is the New Year's resolution. And then you gotta rewrite down the same resolution year after year after year. When is enough going to be enough? When is enough pain going to be enough pain? Like, if you're just so caught up in vices and social media and you try to distract yourself away from your own life, then there's a big problem. If you need to distract yourself from your own life, then you're not living the life that you want to live. So figure out what that life is that you want to live and then go for it. And like I said, people will think that you are insane for going for your dreams. Because most people won't go for their dreams. Most people won't actually chase it. Most people won't actually go after it. that's just less competition in a way. It's all good. It's all water under the bridge. You know Alex Hormozy. Most of you guys probably know who that is. But at age, 26, he only had around 50K because he grinded that shit out. Right? He grinded out the 50K and then worked on his business. And now he's worth hundreds of millions of dollars. And he will be a billionaire. Because something finally snapped in him. And he truly understood what it took. And the person he needed to become. And then he became that. And it took, a decade. Usually takes decades. These things work in blocks of decades, usually, to see the whole vision, go through. And then you make a new vision. But it took a decade for him to, master every aspect of his business, his philosophy, his mindset. And now look where he is. And people back then says it all the time, like they thought that he was crazy or stupid or dumb. He left a good job to make less because he saw the vision. You have to be willing to do things like that. Like willing to just be judged by everybody. But if you know deep down inside what is right for you, what is meant for you, and that you're on the right path, and you're actually putting in all the work, you know your inevitable future. So why wouldn't you go for it? If I told you right now, hey, this is your future, right? I lay it all out for you. This will inevitably happen if you put in the work and you do these things. Would you not just do them? If God came down and told you, hey, this is the plan, this is what's going to happen, you would do it to a T. You would make sure that happens. So that's how you already have to think. You have that sureness in your mind. That dream already, uploaded in your mind. That's enough sureness that you have to have. And then along the way, maybe the dreams may alter a bit, but you'll just learn with time. But as long as you're striving to get better, it's not even all about money or anything like that. But money is usually a good indicator of, success. Of actually getting somewhere. But also a good indicator could be your physique, could be your mentality, could be your knowledge. Whatever that endeavor is for you, you have to chase it. Fuck everybody's opinion. They could suck it. And just do what you know you need to do. Take all the risk in the world. Realistically, what is the risk in just trying? There is more risk in not trying. The risk in trying is that you could potentially win. Right? You can actually potentially get the dream life that you desire. But if you don't try, that will never happen. That sounds real risky. Living a life that I hate for the rest of my life, that's a risk I'm not willing to take. So I'll take all these other risks to try and, push the needle forward. And if I fail, at least I know that I tried. That's all that fucking matters. As long as I tried and gave it my all, that's all that fucking matters. You have to get that through your head. But if you truly believe and put in the work and show up every single day, it will just come into fruition. It will just be a byproduct of just the type of person that you are. But you need to become something else. You need to become this animal. You need to sacrifice everything. There's no balance you're supposed to have. That's all bullshit. Oh, you could balance having a relationship and this and that. No. when you're in that phase and you really just need to focus all of your time and energy on building, you won't have the time and focus for anything fucking else besides that. I'm telling you right now. So if you're in that stage right now, just focus the fuck up. You're so close to your potential. And with semen retention, with being this far into the journey, I'm seeing everything that I need to see. You know, when I, maybe even question myself a little bit, have a little bit of doubt, I will be reassured that no, you are right. Like I'll be on YouTube sometimes at work, just kind of trying to learn more about manifestation and things of that nature. And a video popped up, and it was just some random ass video. Had like, I don't know, a couple hundred views. Never saw this person in my life, but I clicked on the video, and the person was talking, very specifically to me. Very specifically to me. And something that I questioned in my mind, I immediately got reassured by the universe that no, like, this is what it looks like for you right now. Like 100%. And that was just confirmation that, yeah, like I'm manifesting and actually unfolding my reality because of my belief system right now. It's all that I think about, and it's all that I know, and I'm right there. Like, I'm right there. I could smell it. I smell the dream apartment. I smell the motor of the dream car. I smell the odor of the sweaty dream physique. I smell it all. Like, I'm right there. I'm right there. And you need to have that feeling. You need to have that surety that, you are on the right path. And things will show you along the way, As long as you're seeing that progress and you understand, like, yeah, this is leading somewhere, keep pushing. Keep going at it. Even when days sometimes feel like they slow down or whatever, just keep pushing at it. I'm telling you right now. You will thank yourself later tenfold. Tenfold. Because when I'm talking to myself, I'm talking to all three versions of myself. Future, present, and past. The holy fucking trinity. And when I'm talking to myself in that sense, I'm guaranteeing my future and my future success. And people just won't understand this to the degree that they have to. But you need to just, regardless, take that first step and just start getting shit done. Just start trying. That's why it's almost been so easy at this point to stay on this semen retention streak. Like, I wouldn't even be so focused on the days or whatever right now if I wasn't making these videos. If I wasn't, titling them. That's the only reason I know to the day where I'm at. But things are only getting started. And my vibration is just elevating higher and higher and higher, Random people just are starting to come up to me, treating me like, some sort of fucking royalty. Giving me presents, giving me, water and this and that, hydration. I won't ask for any of this, but they'll know to do it. It's so interesting. And then your blessings just become more and more ample. Like, semen retention only gives you the ability to manifest quicker and easier because there's no friction, there's no guilt, there's no shame. And your attention isn't getting, dispersed everywhere throughout the fucking universe. It's all focused on you, so all that energy is gonna come back around to you. And this is all, based off quantum physics. It's not no magic bullshit shit. No, it's real. It's real. What even is real, Everything that we see is confirmed not real. It's like 1% of everything that's actually going on around us. So Don't just believe things, like really think on them, really ponder. You know, how did I get here? Why am I here? Ponder on these questions. Meditate. Free your mind from social media. That's why it's been so easy too, because I don't consume social media anymore. There'd be such a trigger to me to just, number one, go back to my old habits and feel like my old self, consuming so much social media, so that's all I knew. And number two, like, I'd be triggered by seeing, like, you know, explicit women everywhere. And then just being like, okay, fuck it. You know? But now, like, I don't care about any of that. I'm just gonna keep on winning. That's all I want, and that's all I do. Like, just keep on winning and keep on getting better. And I have to, like, I have this mission to just become such just this formulation of just proof of concept, you know, for my little brother, for my family, to show them, to prove to them, because they've seen the journey from the start. You guys have seen a bit of the journey and where I'm at now, but they've seen the entire journey from the start. So I want to show them the proof of concept that with the power of belief and consistent action and sacrifice, anything is possible. And as long as you keep that positive frame of mind, anything is possible. You know, get the fucking negativity away from you and just stick to what you know will work out for you. And it will. And I want to prove that to them. Because a lot of them probably see me as a bit of a failure in that sense. Not failure overall, but within a business sense or whatever. I failed because I couldn't even, you know, stay consistent. I couldn't stay to my word, to myself back in the day. But now, I'm just somebody that can. Like, I'm going on vacation in about 2 weeks, a family vacation. But usually on vacation, I do vacation shit. I do vacation activities. And I still will to a certain degree, you know. I'm still gonna just, you know, be in the pool, be at the beach, really just ease my mind and ponder, you know, which is not bad. And just be very present with my family in the moment. That's very important to me. But overall, they're going to see that I'm still locked in. Like, they're going to see that I'm still locked in on my diet. That I'm still, you know, waking up early as fuck, still only sleeping 3 hours so that I can get to the gym and get even more leaner and more shredded. They'll see my physique at the pool full on and be like, what the fuck? You know, I thought you were chubby a month ago. What the hell happened? You know, I'll just say to them, like, that's who I am. You know, they're going to see me driving in the Porsche that I rented and start to understand, yo, he's maybe onto something right now. Not because of the Porsche itself, but just my carelessness for, you know, anything besides me. You know, my presence. I want them to just admire my presence for what it is. Not in some egotistical sense, but just be like, wow, he's came a long way. Like, you know, we can improve in our lives as well. That's what I want to be, you know. Usually on vacation, I'll like I said, I'll do the vacation things, but I'll also just, you know, I'll get drunk, I'll eat way off my diet, and maybe at the time I won't even be on diet. But I'm just so dialed in. I'm still going to be, you know, getting up these videos, still working on my business out there as well, still working on my laptop for hours and hours and hours, having a bit of the pool time, having a bit of the family time when I can, but still just super fucking locked in. And they'll see that, and they'll be like, what the fuck? What is he on? And then they'll start to see everything come into fruition, you know, soon after. they'll keep saying that what the fuck is that, but they'll remember that moment of when he was on vacation and he was still just locked in. Because I'm just that character that is always just on point and always is trying to get better, even on vacation. A lot of people say that's insane. You should chill. You need balance. No shit. You have to be insane. You have to be. The thing is, you have to be obsessed. You have to be obsessed with the entire process to a T. And truly, like, love it and enjoy it as well. But you have to be obsessed in order to actually get to the desired result. And I'm so just obsessed and excited and happy. Like, all of this fires me up every single day. Like, I get real just excited about living and being alive and just getting another day to just pursue my dreams. That's fucking awesome today to me. And I don't need to, go to alcohol or fast food or sugary food to feel alive. That's just a way to cope. I don't need to cope with my reality. I love my reality. I love it. And I want to show them that, because they'll see that I'm still, happy in a sort of sense. Like, I'm not miserable doing any of this. I love this. I love all of this. I love getting up early and just running to the gym and getting the craziest workout ever, and then making sure I get my cardio in, and then going to work and grinding that shit out, and then pumping out these videos and getting really like creative and passionate with these. And it's all due to semen retention, man. All of it. It is such an important pillar. I wouldn't be able to do all of this without it. Like, genuinely. There's no shot I would be this consistent, this, really just thriving with, sprawling with energy. Like, if I was in this phase of the diet without the semen retention and everything like that, I wouldn't be where I am right now. No shot. I wouldn't have all the energy. No. So it's an essential part, at least of my process, of my creative process, of my creative endeavor. Because I'm on a mission. You need to make it a mission to just get all this done. And I'm just executing every single day, planning. When I'm working my 9 to 5, I'm planning on, what's the next step. And then I plan it out throughout the day. And then I just take actions to get there. Like, just continuously getting better and better and better. I feel like I'm delaying my messages a lot better on these videos. I'm really just getting into it with these videos and getting better at these and enjoying them more and more and more. Like, every single video, I'm just, before I start recording, I'm fired up. I'm ready to go, and I spit off the tongue every single time. I don't have a script. I'll maybe have some sort of idea in my head to start off with, but then I'll just go on into a rant. Like, I've ranted for 40 minutes, but I feel like this could be so valuable to somebody who actually needs it right now. And I feel passionate about it, and just helping out the person with maybe the mindset that I had, not even too long ago, and helping them out along the way. Because they need to see that proof of concept. They can look back and be like, oh man, yeah, this guy is consistent. Man, this guy is actually, has a proper physique. He actually says what he's going to do, and he does it. That's inspiring. And I'm human. I can do the same thing. And then they go at it. Like, that's the whole point of this. I want people to just get better and just come to the realization that they can grow, they can do whatever the fuck they want to do. If they really set out their goals and put their mind to it, they can get it done. I just want to be the absolute definite proof of concept that You can make millions. You can start from being broke, being in debt, and end up with millions. You can start off being fat, being skinny fat, and then end up with just ripped, jacked physique. You can start with, not being able to talk until you're like 10 years old and just be the voice of the people in the future. Like, I want to be so much proof of concept that you can do it. You can change. You can do anything. Like, don't forget it. I know someone, just at least one person, needs this video right now. Like, I'm talking to you directly. Like, just, you know what you need to do. Just be strong and just get stronger, get the stronger mindset, stronger mentality, and just get the things done that you know you need to get done. You'll be so happy with yourself in the future once you just start this. You just start. Just get it going. Don't bullshit yourself and just get it going. Like, I know you can do it, man. I know you can do it. You even clicked on this video because you know deep down inside that, yeah, you feel this way and you can do it. You may feel crazy right now. Everyone may be judging you because you're in these beginning stages of the process or whatever it is. But fucking, man, you know what you need to do. You know who you are. So just get it done. Get it going. You're the man. Like, you got this shit. And like, truly give it your fucking all. Truly just like give it your all. Even if you fail along the way, learn from that. The quicker you learn from that, the quicker you're going to be at your desired goal, your end result. Because I could have done this all a lot sooner if I would have just stuck with it. If I would have just, really stuck with everything I said I would. And now that I am, everything is seemingly just falling into place as I need it to. As it always was supposed to be. So truly just stick with it. Build that mental fortitude over time, and you'll be able to do whatever the fuck you want. I love you guys as always. It's a pretty long video. Sorry about that, but I really just had to get this all out, and I love this. I love you guys. I'm passionate about it, and we are 85 days strong, and this is only the beginning of everything. I want to just show you guys the proof of concept that you can do anything. You can do anything in this world, especially with all the technology that we have nowadays. You can become the person that you want to become in whatever artistry that is. If you want to be, the best dad ever, the best husband ever, the best, artist ever, the best singer ever, whatever it is, whatever your dream is, you can do it. Like, just by taking action with just this delusional belief and ignoring everybody's advice besides the people actually, who've done it before or are doing it. Listen to them. Listen to the people that, the people that are deemed as crazy, that everyone seemingly just calls out as crazy and you shouldn't follow their advice. No, those are the people to kind of listen to if you want a different life than just a normal life, because the people who are normal will think it's crazy. And also, back to the beginning topic of the video, you're only crazy until it works out. Once it works out, then you're a genius. You're an innovator. You're this, you're that. You're only crazy until it works out. So just prove them wrong. Prove them wrong. Whatever it is, maybe you need that like anger in your heart to prove everyone wrong. Or maybe you need that, passion and joy to push you forward. Whatever that is for you, find it and just, discover it and just be passionate. Just be bold with it. Don't be afraid. Be courageous and just go at it. Go at it, man. I love you guys, as always. Sag